Well, welcome to the Comedy Grinder. Bill, you just got cued. Thank you. Hi, hello Internet Land. I love you. Welcome to the First Church of Cannabis. We're having the Comedy Grinder tonight. And before we do the Comedy Grinder, we're going to light the candles. The candles stand for Live, Love, Laugh, Learn, Create, Grow, Teach. But since they're on the right side, it's backwards. So anyway, the puzzling things that nobody explains. Who would like to come up and light the candles? There you go, I see a hand. Bring the hand up with the person. Come on up, it's a good thing. Here, we're going to teach you how to light a fire. Big matches, straight strike, and you're supposed to light from that end and go this way. Yeah, well, they swapped the tables with me. This was there and that was here. And I'm not used to it that way. So, I love you. Thank you all for coming. Hey, there's two, there's four. You don't need to put your hands together. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing great. He's playing with fire and he's not burning the house down. It's a beautiful thing. All right, cool. Bravo. There you go. Ooh, great blow. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comedy Grinder. I will get off the stage as soon as somebody plays tag team with me and gets me off. Who's emceeing this puppy? Ah, hello, Gerry. I love you. How you doing? All right. Now, because we have these new pain in the ass lights here, this is how we have to do it. All right, I love you. Bye.
Let's give it up for Bill, everyone. Come on. That's what it's about. Okay, he's the First Church of Cannabis, the Grand Poobah, as we call him. You all know him pretty much as like Rod Stewart, but he is pretty awesome. Okay, what we're going to do here this evening, we're going to have some fun here this evening, and we're going to have some awesome time. We got some good talent here that's been around all United States of America traveling. Their features, everyone here, the Comedy Grinder. We're here tonight, and what we're going to do is we're gonna kind of shift into what's called a. We come in the first session as session one as descending, and then we went to the vapor, and right now we're kind of coasting and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit right now, and try to get you guys warmed up a little bit. I see a bunch of new people out there right now. Give yourselves a hand right now. Come on, everybody. All right, we're glad to see you. Glad to be part of the ceremony here tonight. So, anyhow, while I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit out for you guys. Any of you military out here tonight? Okay, got one, two. All right, great, outstanding. Hey, thank you for your service. Everyone, give them a round of hands. You know, may I ask what your rank was in the service, sir?
E4.
E4, okay, you suspect 4, everybody. You know, I ask that because typically people want to ask you whenever you're in the Marines or Army or Air Force or such, you know, hey, what rank was you? Well, you know, myself, I was an airborne, 82nd Airborne Jump Master. I actually was a major, well, considered major. You know, I major-ass work. So, you know, that was pretty cool. During the time that you're enlisted, you go on these jogs, they're real long. You're singing cadences, and cadences are just basically songs, you know. And you think about today's government and how they are and everything, and you think, well, they can't tolerate the simple use of cannabis, the healing plant. Well, unbeknownst to me, when I joined the military and I went into basic training, I was trained by some Vietnam veterans. And the cadences that they had sung actually would be different. What they sung actually was this one. It goes, C-130 running down the strip, airborne daddy on an acid trip, stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door, that daddy ain't gonna see no more. So, you know, that was kind of cool, but the hard one really was the one cadence that you're walking and everyone's in unison, and you got 900 people, and next thing you know, you say, napalm sticks to kids. Hey, okay, so, you know, there you go, yeah. But, you know, here at the First Church in Cannabis, we had a ceremony here January 1st, actually, first service of the year, first wedding, and Bill was conducting the services up here, and it was kind of cool, you know. He's standing up here, the two people proceeding to stand, and you know, he's like, we're all gathered here today as seeds to join sativa and indica and crossbreeding into a perfect strain. And he later on went and said, who's the planter that gives this seed away? And so the father of the bride stands up and says, I. And so he proceeded to go, sativa, do you take indica to be your man and such? And are you going to keep your roots in the fertile soils? You know what that means. So, and so it ended up in, at their end services, you know, Bill goes, you know, we join you together in a perfect stream, you know, to become a higher person, you know, to yourselves. But I thought that was kind of cool, you know, First Church Cannabis having that personal little touch there, you know, but let me talk to y'all something real quickly. How many of you actually are 40 and above? Well, I want to ask that. Okay, some women don't want to say. Okay, but men, any of you had a prostate exam lately? No. Somebody said yes. Okay, there's one guy, he says yes. Okay, well, this would happen to me in my prostate exam. All of a sudden, my doctor comes up to me and says, hey, Gerry, guess what? You're going to have to go undergo a prostate exam. I'm questionable. Why? You know, why? And, well, this is the story. You're over 40 years old. You've never had one, so you really need to get this done. We want to make sure that the cancer is eradicated, or if you have any chances or such. We got to search. So I'm thinking, okay, you got to search, okay. So we set it up. I came in the next week, and she proceeded to tell me, take your clothes off, of course. Took my clothes off, and next thing you know, I'm bent over like this, and next thing you know, cold hands are filling up me. I look back, yeah, cold. Ooh, I felt that lube, it was fucking cold. I wish it was motion lotion, but it wasn't. But next thing you know, he's inserting the finger, Yep. Tickling around, finds a little piece of rice way back up in there. Yeah, you're laughing. You've been through this. You may like this, though. I think you're a liker. Okay, but got that little rice piece up in there, and I couldn't handle it. It's pain, okay? I have hemorrhoids, I'll tell you right now, straightforward, I got hemorrhoids, okay? So I'm sitting there, I'm curled up, and I'm just, stop! Well, it stopped. Proceeded to keep on pounding it. Next thing you know, yeah, I look back and it says, sorry, Mr. Warren, you got a problem. Oh, fuck, yeah, I bet I got a problem. And next thing you know, the problem actually is, I look down, the finger is dripping blood. Yeah, fucking blood. Okay, so I'm thinking cancer and shit right immediately. Then I'm all of a sudden overcome by the feeling of my asshole being stretched. So the fact of the matter was, Dr. Pound had fingers that were the size of my fucking forearm. So I was getting fisted indeed, but you know, he pounded it. That's what he did. He pounded it, people. You know, you are a good group. Hey, where are you going? You okay?
Going outside and make a photo.
Okay, make call. Cool. Tell me I said hi. Tell me you're on the internet live too. Okay. Love it. Okay. Well, anyhow, that's all good. You know, gotta call your mom sometimes. But,
He's 13, so.
he's 13. Really? Okay.
I just figured this out.
Cool. Okay. Well, he made it here today. The good thing is, you know. The good thing is, you know, he made it here. He's going to have a good time. You're going to laugh your asses off because these people grind it. These are the hard-working comedians of Indiana. They travel throughout the world, but yet they still stay here to make us laugh. Okay, you know, whenever it speaks of live, laugh, love, teach, create, and all that. Well, if you can't learn you got to learn how to live. So in order to live, you got to laugh. You got to learn how to laugh. You got to know how to love. Okay, and after you get that, you get to teach people, and you know, then you learn exactly how to laugh, so you grow as well. So I just want to touch base on that because that kind of helps as well. But anyhow, tonight, you know, I was thinking about you know, Bruce Jenner. Let's face it, people. You know, he got his start late in life. Okay, he held himself back from what he really believed in, and the only bad thing about that is that Bruce had done this about 20 years ago. You know. He might not look so bad as a woman, you know, but I still look at her and see him in a sense. But I was looking at an article and they had a side profile just like this here, And yeah, I'm kind of figured like Bruce right now, but I was thinking, you know, Bruce really was into it. Probably about 9 fucking months, he'd be like this. You know what that means? He's had some in him, right? He's pregnant. All right. I knew that worked. Glad you all like that. Hey, got some new people coming in. That's great. Hey, how y'all doing? That's good, good. New people, so that's great. Okay, well anyhow, let's see here. You all believe in miracles out there? Everyone believe in miracles?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, he says. Yeah, you look like a miracle, actually. No, I'm just joking. Actually, believe it or not, I'm a miracle. I was born killer, actually. I'm a twin, and while I was in my mother's baby with my twin sister, my umbilical cord wrapped around her throat. That's how I become a born killer. But that's okay. I can laugh at that. You can too. You know, wasn't your sister, but come on, that's not that bad. All right, love it. Okay. Well, my divorce. I got to talk about my divorce for just a brief moment. Okay. Of course, I was married. I had a child, and she had 3 more after that. Wasn't mine. But anyhow, we got back together and such, and we're married. I got a nice little home, a nice little guest house. At that time, I was a pastor. I won't say the Foursquare denominational church. I won't say that information at all, or primitive, or anything like, you know, I'm a chaplain for the American Legion too, just in case y'all don't know. But whenever I first started my journey, you know, in the religious era well, in this topic here, what happened was I was a pastor. I had my own house. I had a nice little guest home. Well, my wife and I, you know, had some issues, and she had a hysterectomy, and I had a vasectomy. Yes, my balls were swollen and everything like that. Grapefruits, boom, boom, boom. But anyhow, we had a miracle. We were sitting there praying for a child, you know, and we done this steadfast. We fasted in prayer every day. We got down on our knees. We just sat there and we just cried and cried upon the Lord. We spoke in tongue too. In case y'all don't know what speaking in tongue is, when you're baptized in the Holy Spirit, you receive that. But let's not get sidetracked on that. Anyhow, what happens is we're living a normal life as Christians, and we're sitting there and we're believing in miracles. Yes. And so I come home one day and she says, Gerry, I want to talk to you. Shit. It didn't look too good at that moment. So I sit down and she says, Gerry, she says, I'm pregnant. Holy shit, all right, got a miracle, right? No. Next sentence, it's your friends. It's your best friends. Remember that little guest house? Yeah, I hear laughter in the back. Remember that little guest house I was telling you all about? Well, he was living there. He was renting it, and he went to the church. I baptized him. Should have fucking drowned in him, but I baptized him. And he came up out of the water. He was still the old man, apparently, because he fucked my wife. But that wasn't good enough. They had to come back and turn around and he said, hey, Gerry, I paid you for a month's worth of rent. So you owe me 2 weeks worth of rent. Okay, I'm still paying for the bitch, right? Cool. So I give him his fucking money and he goes on and, you know, so she's been married 5 more fucking times. But what I got to say about that is this. You know, you all like Toby Keith, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay, how do you like me now? That's an awesome fucking song right there. Because the thing about that is this. I can stand up here today and look at all the people in my past and say to them, how do you fucking like me now? Now that I'm on my fucking way. Hey, fuck you. That's right. Fuck you. Fuck you, Internet. And all you people that took advantage of the poor little guy named Gerry, 98-pound varsity wrestler. Let me tell you about that. I was just sitting there, okay, at lunch one day, just fucking around. This big ass guy comes up to me, he says, hey, Gerry, how much you weigh? I said, well, about 96 pounds. He says, we need a varsity guy at 98-pound wrestling. He said, you're going to be there tonight. And I thought to myself, no, I'm not. And he says, yeah. He said, I'm going to kick your ass if you're not. Well, lo and behold, little Gerry makes it to the wrestling beat. Here I go. And I'm wrestling and shit. I'm the only 98-pound guy. But went up there the first match, kicked some fucking ass. That's what I did. And I made varsity, and I went up and, you know, competed in different things in my life. Olympic school karate, Steve Anderson's as well. Placed fourth in nations, secondary black belt. Done 13 years in the military as well, like I was telling you guys earlier. You know, and with the religious backgrounds as well. But what I'd like to talk actually about is, well, not talk, fucking. Anyone got any favorite cartoons out there? Okay, great. He said Beavis and Butthead. You hear that? Okay, so Beavis and Butthead. Okay, so I don't do impressions, but I'll try one for you since you like fucking Beavis and Butthead, right? Okay. Fire, fire, break along, fire, 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 fire. Fucking love it. We're in a church. We got fire, fire. Okay, that's great. Okay, I sometimes I occasionally do the old Fat Albert, you know, hey, hey, where's my fucking roofie today? Yeah, my fucking roofie today. Look at that shit. Can't believe that shit. Poor old Bill. Hey, my fucking roofie today. Yeah, Fat Albert, your ass lost like fucking 300 pounds in the first dozen roofies. I know what you did. Now we all know what you did, Bill. You can't hide from us or the internet. But I'll proceed and go on here real quickly. I'm just looking at notations here. It's nothing really, nothing interesting to you guys. So I'll just do this. I'll close out with this here. How's this for y'all? Y'all like Johnny Carson? Half people say, woo, half people don't know who the fuck he is. Okay, if you're under 30, you don't know who he is. Okay. Well, Johnny Carson comes up with this song, you know, it's his last song. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to do it like old Johnny, in a sense here. He's actually sitting down in his chair, you know, he's fucking sad and depressed. And the real story behind this is really, he's sitting in the chair and he's doing his last music video, and it's called Hurt. And in reality, what happened is, it was his last shoot, and his wife told him, said, hey, this is your last shot. And he literally thought, and for real, he thought, this is it. He's done, you know, that they're going to take him away from his music, something that he loved. So, yeah, he wrote that song, I Heard Myself Today. Well, he's sitting in a chair. The original version that he come up with was, I heard myself today to see if I still feel. Well, that's pretty cool. It sounded like Johnny too, didn't it? Well, this is the real one that he cut afterwards. He was sitting there and he goes, well, he says, this is going to be my last shoot. So he's sitting there thinking, so this is what he does. He says, I rolled me up one day, one big one. I smoked it again. I felt so high today. I got to smoke it all the way. So, that's Johnny Carson, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not much for that, but there you are, Bill. Okay, love it. Thank you all. Okay, now what we're going to do now, we're going to bring in some new comedians here, and they're not new at all, but they're new here. Okay, so they're features and everything. You're going to have a great time, awesome time from here on out as well, and you're going to enjoy this. And don't forget, we have the Grinders Workshop as well. We do have classes on this stuff as well, but we'll have someone else discuss that. So the first person actually that I'm probably going to be introducing here shortly is a gentleman that's featured in different various places. He does some local things as well. He is available if y'all need him to come out to your party as well. Hey guys, am I interrupting something? Oh, okay, cool. I thought y'all were watching Beavis and Butthead or something. But anyhow, I was just joking with you. Larry and George right here, man. What Larry George is his name. And like I said, he features in different places, Crackers, comedy clubs, different places, American Legion, and so forth. He's really known all throughout the world. Okay, and you'll get a sense of style from him right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is I'm going to bring up Larry George. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Church of Cannabis welcomes Larry George. Everybody, Larry George, put your hands together.
Thank you. Let me get this out of the way. Well, having fun? Right. Fucking First Church of Cannabis, hell yeah. Start off by saying I'm not as high as I look. I'm a lot higher. Now, you notice I have a little bit of a goatee, you know, that's because I was tired of being judged solely on the throat tattoo. Yeah. Now, I do have a large tattoo on my throat. It says, trust Jesus. Now, don't think too highly of me. That was a prison decision. That and the fact I've been divorced about 15 years now leads to believe my decision-making processes might be a little bit in question. I'm 40 years old. I know I look about 50, but I'm only 40. I have a 19-year-old penis and a jar on a shelf because I have a 19-year-old daughter with a 19-year-old boyfriend, and let's face it, he ain't gonna need that fucking good thing anytime soon. No, I do have a 19-year-old daughter. She's my pride and joy. She's a freshman at IUPUI. She has 17 scholarships. She was a 4-year honors student, 4-year marching band, which just goes to prove you can drop them once. Oops. She hates it when I tell that story because, it's true. What do you do? No, my daughter is about 5'1". I used to call her midget. She hated that too. My son, now he's 16. He's about this tall, and I'm thinking I need a DNA test on that one. Because he was about 7 months old that day. She came home and said, "I've been cheating on you. I'm leaving you." Really? Big shocker. She worked at Target. I'm kind of surprised, we don't get more mass shootings at Target. Think about it. Get your sights set in, Yeah, all them Targets everywhere. I like that. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I noticed that Disney's been getting into kitchen appliances recently. At least my toaster has a favorite movie. It has a setting for Frozen, not Tangled. I was kind of mad. Tangled's a better movie, hands down. I have Crohn's disease. It can be fun. You see commercials for the drugs and everything, and some of the drugs are not fun. I get one where I get these real bad tremors. I figure if it gets any worse, I'm gonna challenge Michael J. Fox to a game of Operation. I think I could take him. I really do. It's good to see some good-looking people out here. Every time I go out, I'm worried I'll be the only one. I decided I was going to grow out my goatee and my hair, and I said, well, what can I do to make that, expedite that? I'll get some of that mane and tail shampoo and conditioner. Anybody heard of that, or is it just me and every girl I've ever dated? I noticed about 6 weeks after using it, I had this little tuft of hair about 6-8 inches long growing up top crack of my ass, and I was like, whoa, nay. Crohn's disease can be fun. I get constipated on occasion, and you say, how can that be fun? Well, you get lactose intolerance on top of that. You chug you a big glass of milk, go down to Walmart and start crop dusting the toddler section. Watch all the parents picking up the kids, smelling their asses, see which one it is. You gotta be careful about doing that around the pharmacy section. Them old fuckers fight back. They do, it sucks. Whew. They're fighting with more damaging material than I got. I cleared off a school bus once. That's my claim to fame. Walking fart from the front to the back. Even the driver had to get off. It's so funny to me. I was sitting in the back laughing too hard to put the windows down. I was the last one to leave that day. Probably didn't ride the bus anymore after that. That was the last trip. And it wasn't my choice. They took a vote. Happily divorced now for about 5 years. I've been divorced 15, happily for 5. About 5 years ago, her now second ex-husband, let that one sink in, he gave me a call. He says, hey man, you're never gonna believe what this bitch did. Try me. Remember, I married her first. He said, she's been cheating on me. She's leaving me. I said, you realize I waited 10 years for this. I told you so. Yeah, he's one of my best pot dealers, so, we're good, we're tight, we're close. Share an enemy. Yeah, we hate her. It's fun. My kids hate me. That's always nice, isn't it? It means I did something right? At some point, they hate me, right? I try to prove that my daughter got her brains from me. I try to write physics jokes, but the punchline always ends up theoretical. So, damn it. Give you that. Give that one a second to sink in there. I like that one too. With my Crohn's, I had surgery when I was 17. I had cut out part of my bowels, and it took me till I was 40 years old to realize that all these years I've been walking around with a semicolon. I like that joke. It's my mom's favorite joke. Without my mom, I have to thank her, because without her, I'd be homeless on the streets Indian, helpless sucking cock for crack. I'm just kidding. I haven't smoked crack in years. I'm not gay. I get hit on a lot. I've got a lot of gay friends. It's just strange that I would have so many gay friends, and then I think, no, it's not, because I've had all these friends. It came out later. Like, we were friends long before. One of my old bowling buddies. It's just one night, we're hanging out. I used to spend the night at his house, because he had a hot sister, my age. I was like, cool. She just wanted cheerleaders, so of course, I'll stay with you. That one night, he says, hey man, can I suck your dick?
What the fuck?
No. But as long as you never ask me that question again, we can still be friends. He didn't talk to me for a while after that, but now we're good friends again. And hopefully he's watching live online. Hey. Hi, yeah, I'm not going to say his name. That would be embarrassing, right, Dean? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Well, that's not his name. That's his boyfriend's name. I'm a single guy. I've been single a long time. The last chick I was fucking, I'm not going to say dating because we'll call it what it was. She picked me up after work. She spent her days with a sewer machine unclogging drains and looking through a camera at other people's shit. So I guess I was a step up. So no, she'd pick me up every day and she'd get drunk and fuck me. And okay, I'm not complaining. And I go home in the morning and repeat. Like, hey, this is pretty good. I'm digging this. Until that last day when I thought, you know what, this has been like every day for a month. I'm gonna make her dinner. So I cooked a big old meal. We ate, she drank, we get in bed. Right in the middle of sex, she screams out someone else's name. Oh, guys, now you might say to yourself, I'll just keep going. The hell you will. You might think so in your brain, and I did for about 5 seconds because I thought to myself, no, wait a minute. My name is Larry. She said, Dusty. And Penis said, oh, my name's Vlad. You know, the Impaler. Neither one of us are Dusty. Who is this Dusty you speaketh of? No, I got up and left because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. She saw me tell that story and texted me. She wasn't happy. Needless to say, her and my ex-wife have started a club. Yeah, they're coming after me. It's fun. I'm guessing there's a line to get in. Because I can be a dick. I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm not high, I'm the biggest asshole on the planet. When you're a smart ass like me, you find that driving and just, I don't know, general everyday things. Let me tell you about every time I've ever been to Hardee's. See now, with Crohn's, I have special dietary needs. It's funny, real funny to those people that sarcastically make your food. That's a different story. But no, every time I've ever been to Hardee's, I'll go up and I'll say, yes, I need let me get the 3rd pound cheeseburger with ketchup only. The very next thing they say to me, anybody have a guess? Would you like cheese on that? It's like, wait, are you talking to me? There's somebody behind me? You're shitting me, right? Because I used the word cheeseburger. Because we have a whole other word in the English language when we don't want that. It's called hamburger. Oh, well, I have to ask that question. Really, you have to ask stupid questions. It's part of the job requirement. Because I can't get a job here because I have felony convictions. But your dumbass can ask me if I want cheese on my cheeseburger. Can I get the manager for you? Like, sure, Trevor. Go ahead. Get the manager. Then I have that same conversation with the manager, and they're like, you don't have to be an asshole, sir. It's like, yeah, I kind of feel like it's my duty to point out stupid questions when I hear them. It's like when I walk into the gas station, they go, hi. I go, you can tell. Catches them off guard every time. I love it. It's fun. Let's see. Story. My first shower in prison. That was another bad decision. That was a bad decision. See, now I didn't know because you know, people are supposed to tell you this shit. I didn't know that this one fella had one time during the week that was his time to shower, and there was a good reason. He was an older black gentleman, and his cock banged off his kneecaps. So I'm in there, and I got soap on me, and I'm about to rinse off, and he walks in. I no longer felt the need to be clean that day. It's just back away slowly. Get the hell out of this place. Yeah, so I learned, my bunkie thought that was funny. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't think that was all that funny. But no, yeah, you learn little things like that in prison, like that you can get tobacco and weed a lot easier in prison than you can on the streets. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere. It's like, well, the last time I was in prison, now, Granted, that means I've been there a couple times. The last time I was in prison, I couldn't get tobacco to save my life, but I had all the weed I wanted. It's like, well, should go corporate run prisons. Hell yeah. Don't pay your guys more than $8 an hour, because then they'll sneak in the pot for us. So it was kind of fun on one hand, because it was like a big day camp for grown-ass men. It was a big dormitory setting, and the guys didn't give a shit what you did. I got my throat tattooed there. That's not a real, that's a joke based on true life events. While I was getting my throat tattooed, we were halfway through it. A nice skinhead gentleman named Spider was tattooing my throat, and yeah, that's another story. He's tattooing my throat, and we're halfway done. I have half of it done, and they come in for a shakedown. It's like, oh shit. So we hide shit, we're all sitting there, I'm trying to keep my head down. Man, don't look. They didn't say one word to us. We get done with the shakedown, he finishes up my throat, and then when I'm getting ready to get out, because I would look terrible, I'm getting ready to get out like a month later, and the guard says, yeah, you remember that shakedown when you had half your throat tattooed? I was like, oh shit. It's like, yeah, I could have wrote you out and you'd still be here for another 6 months. Like, why didn't you? He said, you never gave me any shit. I was like, cool. They were trying to question me because I'm an artist. I was drawing everybody's tattoos. And he's like, well, we see this picture on him, this picture on him, this picture on him. I'm like, yeah, so who's tattooing? I don't know. Because you know what happens to snitches in prison, right? Right. Protective custody, that's right. Protective custody, yeah. Yeah, that's a prison joke, yeah. You know, another expression in prison is it's only gay if you push back. Kind of like it's only illegal if you get caught, right? It's only gay if you push back. You hear that every now and then. Hey man, quit that gay shit. Quit pushing back. It's like, whoa, fellas, take it to the shower. Nobody wants to see that shit. The truth, it sucks. It really does. No, there wasn't any of that. There was openly gay men in prison, and nobody gave them, you know, a second thought other than they did laundry better than the rest. So, I stereotype or what? I don't give a shit. No. Another poor decision I made. See, I have I always look high, so I figure I might as well be high. But I have a plastic eye socket, titanium nose. It was a party. Well, I learned a valuable life lesson. 37 is too old for a house party. Lesson 1. Especially when the next oldest person there is 25 and then oldest next is 23. Well, see, the night started off just fine with beer pong. See, these kids didn't know what had to come. See, I grew up watching Bozo the Clown. Anybody else watch Bozo growing up? At the grand prize game, I practiced that shit. They didn't know what hit them. I was throwing in ping pong, I was doing trick shots. Woo! Hey! Yeah. Just wiped them out 3 games in a row. Kicked me off the beer pong table. I'm like, well, damn it. So I'm sitting down. The only seat in the place is love seat. Then right next to me, they sit down. 150 lemon drop Jello shots. Really? I looked at them like they's Miley Cyrus. It's 3 a.m. and we was all drunk at the end of the party. You know, it's a bad idea, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. 7, 8, 10 of them later. And maybe, I don't know, I might have snorted half a Percocet out in the truck. I don't know, that part's a little fuzzy. My last memory of the party, I'm standing in the driveway talking to a gay black friend of mine. Why I mention he's gay or black is no bearing on the story. I guess it's just to illustrate the diversity of my friends. But we're standing there having a conversation, and my very next memory is being handcuffed to a hospital bed going, excuse me, officer, what the fuck happened? Why can't I open my eye or breathe? You pissed somebody off. I guess you're right. So $60,000 worth of plastic surgery later, and now I always look high. It's like, yay, thank you, appreciate that. And I have to constantly wipe my eye. Yeah. Yay, plastic surgeon for not closing a tear duct. Yeah, he's a nice guy. There's 2 types of surgeons in this world, I'll tell you. See, as a person who's had several surgeries, multiple, there's 2 types of surgeons. You get your very serious I'm only doing what I'm supposed to do. Shut up. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And getting it over with surgeon. And then you have the fun guy that likes to have fun. My plastic surgeon was the first guy. I said, hey man, you know, I got kind of this big fucking nose, you know, while you're in there, take a little, you know, just do me a favor, you know, just to get a little off of that. Oh, I can't do that. I was half kidding. Half. It's big, I know. It's a family trait. We're inbred hillbillies, and I'll get to that later. He says, no. The other type of surgeon is the fun type. Now, that's the type I had cut out part of my bowels. I'm in Riley Hospital for Kids. Great hospital. I don't have a thing bad ever to say about that hospital. It's a wonderful place. Doctor comes in. I'm 17 years old. I have a bandage going from here to here. I'm shaved from here up. So no clothing. I just had surgery. About several feet of my bowels. I won't go into specifics removed. So he comes in and he does this new technique. He says, we didn't sew you closed. We didn't staple you closed. We used a laser and burn it shut. I was like, oh, okay. So this is new? He said, yeah, you're the first one we tried it on. I'm like, I appreciate being a guinea pig. But no, he comes in, he's got like 7 medical students with him, because it's a teaching hospital. But 6 of them are gorgeous females. 17-year-old boy, asshole naked, pretty girls. Yeah, cold hospital room. You see where this is going. So the doc comes in, the surgeon, he thinks he's funny. He rips the covers off and goes, ta-da! Then he pulls the bandage off nice and slow. I was like, what the fuck was that first ta-da for, doc? Jesus. And, so he pulls the bandage off and this smell comes up, burnt flesh. You ever smell burnt flesh? It's not a pretty thing. I'm gonna throw up. He starts arguing with me. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna throw up. He said, I was just in there. There's nothing for you to throw up. You asshole. He goes over to my morphine machine and he bumps it up a little bit and hits the button. I'm like, thank you, doc. Look forward to seeing you come in again with the next group. So as the next group comes in, we do the ta-da thing. So now I'm playing Vanna White. Woo. Hey, ladies, and it's all a group of guys in my cover. Hey, oh, dudes, no, don't look. And then he hits the morphine, so I go back to sleep. We all win. He has his laugh for the day. The medical students have somebody they'll never forget. And I'll never forget to smell the burnt flesh, especially when it was mine. But no, that doctor was fun. I believe his name was Dr. Pyle, the surgeon. It's kind of funny. He also operated on my anus one time. It's like, man, that's funny. Dr. Pyle's working on my ass. Right? Come on, you get it. Pyle, ass, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I have a surgically altered rectum. That's probably why I'm not gay. He liked it. No, I'm not gay because I have a hell of a gag reflex. Just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's just thinking about it. I have trouble putting my false teeth in and not puking. I'm not lying. I'll tell you, with false teeth, you learn a new definition: cotton mouth. It gets bad enough some days. I'll start the day with a box of toothpicks and end up with a box of Q-tips. So, come on, paint the picture. You get it, right? I like that joke. Actually, I got a better joke. Never mind. Are we having fun yet? I'm having fun. Right? We all relax. There's a church campus. Yes, I love this. This is my first time here. I love this building. I'd love to become a member, but I'm currently out on bond. And don't be affiliated. It's like, hey, that's a good idea. The one idea my public defender had was don't become a member of the Church of Cannabis. I was like, oh, good idea. The rest of the ideas were mine. I think somebody texted me 5 minutes ago because my ass is getting really hot. I think my phone's overheating. It's fun. Anybody ever had that happen? Your phone get real hot in your pocket? Like you're gonna burn, like it's burning you? Think my ass is talking about me? It's getting hot? No? Just me? Okay, right on. I'm originally from Brownsburg, Indiana. Anybody know about Brownsburg? Yeah, coming from Brownsburg, it didn't take long to figure out the name of that town was more ironic than descriptive. Right? You know, at least Whitestown's up front about it. You know what you're getting. I grew up in Brownsburg in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, when getting pulled over for being black was guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. You were going to jail. It just didn't happen. People knew better than to go through Brownsburg. I remember when I was in high school in the early 90s, I was class of 93, 4, and almost 5. I got my GED, all right. I graduated ITT Technical Institute too. Heating and air conditioning, and now I do this. Right? So you see where that got me. No, people love to know that I do heating and air conditioning. Friends, quote, air quotes, friends, you know, the ones that remember that you do heating and air conditioning when their heat goes out. Yeah, and when they need to move, it's like, hey, don't you have access to vans and stuff? Like, not in years. The first felony fucked that one up. You know, people want to identify as trans this and trans that these days. I want to identify as transfelonial. You know, someone who doesn't have 2 felony convictions. I don't want a fucking job. Come on, right? No. I wish I could work. It's no fun. Crohn's disease. You know, there's a state law says you can't go to work if you have diarrhea. 24 hours after you've had diarrhea, you can't go to work. Like, when you do realize that people with Crohn's disease have chronic diarrhea problems, so they can't have a job, but yet you don't ever give us disability. Fuck you, system. You know, the system's funny. You know, it's real funny because I'm currently out on bond, so I can't leave the state, unfortunately, at the moment. I want to badly because the only thing holding me here is nothing. Other than the law. I want to do this everywhere, you know, because other people will laugh, I hope. I want to do this everywhere. I'm out on bond. They have such ridiculous, you know, I could go to the judge and say, hey, Your Honor, I need permission to leave the state. Well, what do you need to leave the state for? I need to go do 8 minutes at the Laugh Factory in Cincinnati. Are you getting paid? No. Well, then why do I let you leave? Gets my name out there? No. So, no, I can't leave the state, and I am gonna get through this crap, because that's what life is, right? It's crap. We all get through it. And I started to get into stand-up comedy because when I was in Riley Hospital, sick, I spent a lot of time there as a teenager. I watched comedy. And laughing always made me feel better. And I was like, you know, when I grow up, I'm so gonna give that laughter back to people. I'm gonna get up on stage. It took me a while. I started karaoke for a number of years to get over my stage fright. The first time I went up on stage with just me and a microphone, I was so nervous you couldn't have got a stick pinned up my ass with a jackhammer. Now you could damn near fist me. Except for the surgically altered, you know. But I continue doing it because I'm addicted to the laughter and the applause. And I just want to thank everybody tonight for not feeding into my addiction too bad. Ooh, nobody got that joke. I'm Larry George, and that's my time. Woo!
All right, everybody, give it up for Larry George again, everybody. Come on. All right. Interesting, wasn't it? All right, everybody, that was real cool. Let's once again give it up for Larry George, everyone. Come on. There we go. All right. We're grinding it tonight for sure now at First Church Cannabis Comedy Night. So what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce the next comedian, and she is featured in different places all over the United States, and she wanted to come here tonight just to make you laugh. So, you know, everybody, please welcome. Hang on just a second, everybody. Give her a grand introduction because she's so special, because she's a funny lady. She's really got some great material. So everybody, Gwen Sunkel, everybody. Gwen Sunkel.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, clapping before I even said anything? Is this what it's like to be a contestant on The Price is Right? Oh, thank you guys so much for having me out tonight. Because if I wasn't here, I would probably be at home eating a P.F. Chang's frozen dinner for two, alone. If someone were to make a movie about my life, it would probably be called Tyler Perry's Why Do I Keep Eating Lucky Charms and Chardonnay for Dinner? So, I do like to stay a little on the svelte side, you know. I'm awesome. Why would I want there to be less of me, you know? But no, it's actually for my safety. I like to think of myself as too fat to kidnap, you know? I mean, like, just logistically, it is a bad idea. You're gonna need like twice as much rope. You're gonna have to rent a van. You're gonna throw your back out if you don't ask your friend for help, and then you're that guy who's always asking his friend to help him move. Like, there are skinnier bitches to kidnap. You guys, if I am ever kidnapped or murdered, will you promise to commemorate my death by stapling stuffed animals to the telephone pole closest to where the event happened? Like for several years. Thanks. Yeah. It's good to be in church tonight. Good to be in church, yeah. It's good to be in a church that believes in like dinosaurs and science. I appreciate that. I went to church with my parents over the holidays, which was a lot of fun. It's one of those churches where they celebrate the life of their leader by simulating cannibalism and shaming gays. So a lot of fun there. But in the pews of the church, you know, much like they've got here, their little pockets with the offering envelope and the little golf pencils and everything. And little cards telling you about their upcoming potluck dinners. I'm sure they're not as cool as the potluck dinners you guys have here. And then they also have these little cards that first-time visitors to fill out. So you would put your name and your address and your phone number there, and later in the week somebody would call you and like bring you a pie and tell you all about the ritualistic bullshit they're doing that month. But so attached to the little card is this little like green ribbon that's embossed in gold with the word visitor. And you're supposed to peel this off and stick it on your lapel and walk around to let everybody know that you're a visitor. Because first of all, nothing makes somebody feel more welcome than wearing a sticker that says, "I don't belong here." That's like the adult version of a kick me sign, you know? Secondly, what kind of church community do you have that you need a sticker to identify new people at your church? Like, why not just be nice to everybody? How about that? You know, there's a thought. They also have out front of this church designated visitor parking. It's got a little sign that says reserved for visitors. And I'm just wondering what happens if a church member parks in one of those spots. I can just envision some situation where, you're running out and some guy in a plastic orange vest is writing you a ticket and you're like, "Oh, come on, man, I was only in there for like 10 minutes. I was just trying to drop off some food for the food drive. Can't you just let it go?" And he's like, "Can I see your license and visitor's ribbon, please?" I don't have a I'm sorry, what was that? "I don't have a visitor's ribbon. I'm gonna have to issue you a citation, ma'am." "Oh, come on. Can't you just give me a warning or something?" "I'm sorry, I already started writing the ticket." Oh, man. I took my nephew to see the Harlem Globetrotters the other day. He's 6, and it was a great time. I had a great time, but 2 minutes into the game, he looks at me and says, "Why is this even allowed?" You know who else is asking that question, son? The Washington Generals. You think this is crazy? You should go to an LA Clippers game. So, I'm actually a terrible aunt. I never know what the kids want these days. What's hip with them. So I picked up some action figures for my nephew for Christmas, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I got the generic ones. So he was so disappointed when he opened up Lieutenant USA and the Incredible Hank. Sorry, Arachnoid Man couldn't make it. He's on a date with Poison Evil. Every time I hang out with my friends who have kids, I think about just how, terribly unprepared I am to have children of my own. So one of my friends, she's got 8-year-old twins, and they've got a sugar glider. Have you ever seen one of these things? It's like one of those little hamster-looking rat things. It's got eyes, real big eyes that point out to the side like a pug's or Tara Reid's boob job. And it's got this fluffy, furry tail, real alien-looking thing, So I was asking her about it, and I said, well, what do? You just put it inside a wheel or something? And she's like, oh, no. They're marsupials. So you gotta wear them around in a pouch, like you wear them around in your bra or a hoodie for like 12 to 19 hours a day. 12 to 19 hours a day. I've dated men whose egos are less fragile than that. My God. I asked her, so what does this thing eat? And she's like, oh, nuts, berries, tropical fruit, live insects. Live insects? Where are you getting live insects to feed this thing? Oh, I just find them around the house. You're catching live insects and cutting up tropical fruit for this thing? It eats better than I do. I can barely pull it together long enough to make a grilled cheese. Jeez. It just reminds me that if I could ever stop drinking and using drugs long enough to get pregnant, have a kid, and raise it to the age of 8, there is no way I could take care of a sugar glider. Did anybody win the lottery? Raise your hands. No, I didn't either, which is a bummer. It turns out that you can't buy a lotto ticket with Camel Cash, so I need a new 5-year plan. Everybody thinks that they want to win the lottery, but then you remember what a pain in the ass it would be to cash that giant check. And no, I'm not into it. So, I have a day job. I know that surprises you guys, but I'm just doing this until I can meet Bob Saget. But no, I work at a doctor's office, and I work at a doctor's office because it's on the way to the abortion clinic, so I'm going that way anyway, so it just saves a lot of time. But one of the doctors that I work with was asking me the other day, he said, he knows that I do comedy, and he said, I have always heard that female comics are not as funny as male comics, and so they often have to resort to cheap, dirty laughs just to make a joke. Is that true? So I filled a paper sack with dog shit and lit it on fire on his desk and said, I don't know, why don't you tell me? So, after the show, I will be signing CDs. Not CDs that I have recorded or contributed to in any way, just if you have any extra CDs lying around that you want signed, it's, just find me, I'll get a pen. Do you ever meet one of these assholes who loves their job? Anybody? Yeah. No one loves their job, okay? You love Prozac is what you love. But I have to think that no matter what you do for a living, occasionally you have a day where you just do not want to go to work. Even if you are an ice cream taste tester for a living, there's got to be a day when you wake up and say, fuck! Oh my God, I do not want to eat one more bite of rum raisin. Susan's out this week with the flu, and if Bob does not get off my ass about those expense reports, I am going to burn this Haagen-Dazs plant to the ground. Try me. Anybody in here pet owners? Any pet owners? Oh, I have a dog, and like most single women with pets, I'm obsessed with her. She's 12 years old. She's been my ride or die bitch for 12 years. Yeah, and they say I'm afraid of commitment. And she's a great dog, but she's got this like one very weird thing about her where she gets this terrible butt stench that like it comes from her anus, and it's not poop, it's worse than poop, but it's like gets all over the carpet and the couch and the pillows and everything, and just smells terrible. So I took her to the vet at one of her checkups, and I was like, what is going on with just how completely terrible her butt smells at times? And the vet explains to me that dogs have anal glands, like right around their butthole, that kind of like infuses their movements with like their own personal smell, like their own version of Axe body spray. Like it's not Axe body spray, it's worse than that, barely. But yeah, so she says to me that she can either show me how to express my dog's anal glands, or they can do it for me for a nominal fee when I bring her in for checkups. Now, normally a nominal fee at the vet is about $400. So I was like, okay, how much is this gonna set me back? $7. $7? The butt stench is so terrible, I would have paid 3 times that easily. I'm a terrible negotiator. But it really put things in perspective for me, because I realized that even a good day as an anal gland expressor can't, it still has to be worse than a bad day as an ice cream tester, I also have 2 cats, and much like most single women, I'm obsessed with my pets. What can I say? My pussy is awesome. Do you ever assign personalities to your pets? You give them like the little tics that they have. You assign human traits and voices to them and stuff like that. Like my dog and one of my cats, I have the very cutesy little voices for them, and in my head they're very sweet and angelic. But my other cat just constantly looks pissed off, like he's looking at you like. So in my head, he's got the personality of like a 90-year-old white supremacist, like sitting on his rocking chair, just reminiscing about the times before Black people could vote. And like when I come in from work and startle him awake, he gives me this look like, "Get off my lawn, kids!" And you guys have to understand this about me. I am like a bleeding heart, Black Lives Matter, anti-gun liberal. Like, I have a case of NPR guilt so big that I am a sustaining member of my local station. Check the tote bag, bitches. It's really hard for me in my head to reconcile the fact that my cat has like a tiny KKK robe hanging in his closet. I mean, that's the whole reason I got rid of my Komodo Grand Dragon. So, you guys know those weird outfits that the KKK wear, the little pointy hats and stuff? Do you guys know what those are called? Those are called glory suits. And I'm not making that up, that's legitimately what they're called. And I'm wondering how that conversation went down. Hey guys, you know how we want to do a bunch of, terrible, hateful, racist shit, but we don't want like our family and our friends and our church members to see us doing it? What if we had a barrier and we cut some rudimentary holes in it? Then we could do all that disgusting, terrible shit behind that and no one would see it. Bill, are you talking about a glory hole? Well, no, obviously we would come up with a better name for it than that. Somebody invited me to an anarchy meeting the other day. I told her she was doing it wrong. Do you ever notice how people who are really into anarchy are like never from Darfur? It's so weird. As I mentioned, I am a single gal, and you know I love it 99% of the time. You know, I won't even wear an infinity scarf. It seems like too much commitment to me. You know, like you say relationship, I say Mexican standoff. But there is one part of being in a committed relationship that I really miss, and that's getting eaten out. Because I get it. Like when you're just, you know, only gonna see somebody one time, you know, there's no need to put in that kind of effort. Like nobody needs that neck cramp. Okay, I get it. But so I've come up with a little compromise. I've come up with like it's a little oral sex playlist, if you will. It's you know, something to not only get me in the mood, but also act as sort of a built-in timer, you know. And it's 3 songs. It's no big deal. It's just 3 songs. So, and I'll share it with you, ladies, so you can take this home. It's Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang, Dark Star by the Grateful Dead, and Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie. So, tops out at just shy of an hour. So, oh, get back down there, honey. They are not paying for studio time. This is the live version. I shouldn't complain though, because I am so bad at giving hand jobs. Like, because here's the thing. There is nothing that I can do to a guy with my hand that feels better than what he can do to himself with his hand. Because he's been practicing for years. Like, he could be, you know, a PhD scholar and whatever, be the foremost expert and yada, yada, yada. He has still devoted more time and energy into figuring out what gets him off with his hand than anything else. I, on the other hand, am going in there completely blind, like I'm trying to drive a stick shift while wearing oven mitts. Like, is this doing anything? Why is it making such a grinding noise? Huh? Is this good? No? Oh, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
All right, everybody, give it up for Gwen. Come on, everybody. All right. We got the house rocking here. All right, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Doing great. All right. Let's get the laughs. Let's keep them rolling, okay, everybody? Next one we're going to introduce his name is Jimmy Shaw, everybody. He is a great comedian. You're going to enjoy his style, a little personal twist coming in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Jimmy Shaw.
What's happening, guys? You guys having a good time? Thank you guys for coming out, man. Everybody's been great so far. And now you're stuck with me. Just kidding. I was excited to do this. This is a big deal. It's kind of an honor to be invited here. And, you know, there's people kissing ass all over town for 5 minutes of stage time at clubs, but you know, this is the fucking show right here. This is the show to be on. Hell yeah, I got one hell yeah. But I was excited to come down here. I got down here early, checked out your great city. I'm from Kokomo. I don't get down here to the big city very much. I got down here and have you guys ever been downtown and seen all the superheroes running around down there? Yeah. And Elmo, and you can get like they always get the kids to get the picture taken with them. That's pretty neat, except for I found out after I got my picture with Batman and Spider-Man that they want money. They want money. They're actually raising money for some theater. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? They're raising money for some theater, and they're using this stuff, and that's pretty cool, but it'd also be pretty cool if I found out later that they just took all that money and bought a bunch of pot. And they're sitting at home getting high watching us right now. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Huh? Yeah. So, well, like I said, I got down here early. I did all kinds of stuff. I got on the carriage ride. Anybody seen the carriage rides downtown? Anybody do that? Just fucking me. That's right. Hey. Yeah, tourists. That's right. I went downtown. I was riding around. I felt like a princess. And the coachman, he was like, I screwed that whole part up about the coachman. Anyway, we was driving around, and you think that they would keep those buggies on the busier streets out of the bad areas, but we did make one turn, and I kind of figured we was in a bad neighborhood because I heard, "Nice Ray-Bans, faggot!" And I looked up and the coachman said, "Dude! Governor Pence thinks those are real Ray-Bans." Fucking Governor Pence. So, we was driving around and I was talking to the guy and I told him that I had my picture taken with Black Batman and Black Spider-Man. And they were like, "How did you know that the Spider-Man was black?" And I said, "Because he had a family reunion shirt on." Now, there's some people, I was afraid that maybe there's too many white people in here that we wouldn't know what we're talking about when the black people. They always, and you know, that's serious business. The family reunion shirt in the black community. I mean, they get in fights over that. Am I right? Can I get an amen from somebody out here? Yeah. How many people's got family reunion shirts out there? Woo, got a couple of them. I think I heard a white girl. She's lying. You ain't got no. You really got a family reunion shirt? No, you're just shaking your head.
I got a stack of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never seen white people do this. You go to the park, the zoo, Kings Island, and where one or more are gathered, black people got family reunion shirts, man. It's awesome. And now a lot of times what you see is they're wearing rest in peace shirts from dead relatives. Anyone got a dead relatives rest in peace shirt? No, that's good. But I have started to see those, and that's kind of scary. But so anyways, I'm back. It's been a while since I've been here. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Yeah. By that audience reaction, I can tell that some of you did not have a good Christmas. Or the word Christmas has become so offensive. It's like the new C word. Christmas. Are we allowed to say Christmas in here? No. All right. Last year I took my kids to Hawaii for Christmas. And you would think that that'd be pretty cool, right? When you're a kid, get to go to Hawaii. And the first thing they did the whole time was bitching out not being able to make a snowman. I said, "We're in Maui, goddammit, we're going to the beach." And I tried to teach them how to make a sandman, but I kept falling asleep. That was fucking dumb. Thanks for the few of you that laughed on that one. So, but you think that, I mean, kids are lucky nowadays. Like, when I was a kid, I got a pet rock. That's my favorite toy. And then my dad made me get rid of it because he caught him scooting his butt on the carpet. I'll wait a little bit, that's okay. We've got a 3-year-old son, and the only thing that he asked for Christmas this year was a rocking horse. So I got him a Clydesdale wearing a Ramones t-shirt. A fucking rocking horse, man. And I kind of have always overdid it on the gifts, and I think it probably started in the 80s when I saw the sadness on my dyslexic brother's eyes. when he didn't get the IG Joe that he wrote to Satan about. You know. So, I like it when you guys laugh at dumb jokes. That's good. It makes me feel good. I wanted to get my daughter one of those fancy purses, girls. I thought I found one at a flea market. Yeah? But I didn't know if it was a real Coach or not, because it didn't have a clipboard or a whistle. Yeah? But when I was standing in line, they started talking to me. Get your head in the game. Rub some dirt on it. You're paying too much for this purse. But I knew it was a real Coach, because after I bought it, I threw it over my shoulder and it kind of swatted me on the ass like good game. Because I talked them down $10. Sales aren't funny, that's all right. I got gifts for my kids that I haven't opened yet. I'm starting to think my kids hate me, all right? They save up their money, and they give me money to go out for cigarettes, and then they get fucking disappointed when I come back. All their other friends are talking about it. You don't get that one, that's all right. So, I was talking about the kids, yeah, and I told them about the gifts. They freaking hate me. I can't remember where I was going with that. The lack of laughs was horrible on that. You guys really need to work on that. Does everybody remember the last time or the first time that you got high, got caught getting high? Anyone? Yeah. Hell yeah. I remember my first time getting caught. It was about 3 a.m. My dad come flying down the fucking stairs, raising all kinds of hell, thinking that I crashed the car in the front yard. But as it turns out, I was just trying to sneak open a bag of potato chips. Have you ever tried to do that? And you would think after all these years that maybe some stoner would come up with a better bag, or it's not gonna wake the dead. And I think they ought to legalize marijuana. I only condone the use of it though for medical reasons now. Like I only use it so I don't catch glaucoma. And I've been diagnosed with paranoia. And if you don't know what paranoia is, it's the fear of German shepherds. Fucking scary, man. If I had a German shepherd, I would use it for good instead of evil. I would have a drug-sniffing dog, sniffing dog. That was fucking stupid too. I need to find a place to put this water before I spill it all over everybody. Kids are lucky nowadays for entertainment purposes. They got the internet, their smartphones, Facebook, IG, Snapcrack, whatever all that shit is. When I was my daughter's age, she's 14, at 3 o'clock in the morning, the only thing that we had to do to entertain ourselves was get high and watch some guy on ESPN wash his car. Come on, where's the old people at? Yeah? Sham wow. See where I got that guy. I really though, I mean, what's the problem with legalizing marijuana? What's it really done? It's maybe makes you think weird things, right? Makes you eat SpaghettiOs out of a can with a spork. You know, and it's debate. You know, there's always peaceful debates with people on marijuana. No one's raging. You know, when's the last time anyone got in a fight on a who's going to get up and grab it conversation. You know, nobody's like, you get it. No, you get it. I got it last time. Hey, let's get Jimmy to do it. Well, Jimmy will fuck it up every time. On purpose. Fuck you guys. So, I started talking about the clone box. Well, I got gifts for my kids for Christmas. I skipped that whole part. I got gifts for my kids because I'm afraid that they hate me. And I'm scared. And when you get gifts, you find out for sure who likes you or not. If you guys, I'm afraid I'm going to open it up and see them like Avon cologne bottles. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They're shaped like a guitar or a bass. Or a bass playing a guitar, and they smell like urine. And I don't know, do they even make them now anymore? I know. If you have ever got one of these things, or if you've ever given one of these things, your kids hate you. And I ain't talking, I'm mad at my dad this year. I'm gonna give him a flashlight. They fucking hate you. And if you're getting it before your kids can talk, your wife fucking hates you too. My dad had a whole toilet mantle full of them. Displayed them like trophies. And he never did get that we hated him. Even when we had, we fucking hate you, engraved on the side of Darth Vader's helmet in 1978. Never did get it, never did get it. Anyone seen the new Star Wars? Yeah. You see where George Lucas come out and was bitching about it? Yeah. Of course George Lucas has a fucking problem with it. Nobody wants to see their old girlfriend doing good with another guy. Get over it, George. In your perverted fucking shit you had before. Luke and Laura. I'm talking soap operas, man. I thought I was telling jokes at the nursing home. Luke and Leah, man, you could cut the sexual tension with a lightsaber. That was crazy, man. And then you grow it, and then like 2 years later, the next movie comes out, I'm like, oh, they're fucking related. What the hell? I was in the Army, and when they redid it, they remastered all of it, and they changed a bunch of shit. It came out, and I seen it in theaters. I was in West Virginia. And then everyone knew there was going to be changes, but they all thought maybe the brother and sister were going to hook up. And I never seen them riot in a movie theater in all my life. I was cheering for it. Yeah. So. We got any smokers in here? Cigarette smokers? Oh yeah. Pot, hell yeah! Woo! And then cigarette. Oh no. It's cigarette smoking is, times are changing, right? Smokers are being forced out into the elements. Boy, it's bullshit, it's right. The smokers are hardcore. They're fucking hardcore, they are. Smoking killed my father last winter. It was hypothermia, though. It wasn't cancer. So, but nicotine is hardcore, man. And I'm sorry, heroin. I'm sorry. But until I see people standing outside in the cold to fucking shoot up, nicotine is a heavyweight champion of addictions. It's kind of a little younger crowd here, so I don't know. I think you guys still know Steve Miller, right? Everybody know Steve Miller? Yeah. Yeah, Steve Miller was to rewrite the lyrics to that song now. It would go something like, I'm a toker, I'm a joker, I gotta stand 8 feet away from the entrance, because I'm a smoker. Yeah. And now, everyone tries to start smoking to look cool, maybe. And now everyone's trying to quit. It's cool to quit smoking. Started off, when I tried quitting, I tried using Nicorette, but it's fucking worthless. I couldn't keep the goddamn gum lit. And then the e-cigarettes come out. Electronic cigarettes. I think I'd rather die of acoustic cancer than carrying all these damn things around, man. Look, every time I see somebody walking around with an e-cigarette, I think they're about ready to break out to their rendition of hot cross buns. You know. Doo, doo, doo. You didn't think I knew it, did you? If I had a recorder, I'd play it for you. And now everyone's vaping. Is there any vapors in here? Yeah. The fucking vapors, man. They think they are the fucking shit, man. You just walk, everywhere you see it's like, it's like you're in a goddamn German discotheque, and here comes, or at a wrestling meet, the heavyweight champion of the world, and everybody comes out of there, and the vapors are all, you know, they're everyone's like, ah, what the fuck, and the vapors are like, it's just water. But they're the same fucking people that would bitch about my hobby or habit I have. It's just water. Yeah, the vape cigarettes and the e-cigarettes, they gotta put warning labels on the box to let people know how ridiculous you live with these things, right? I mean, it's 2016 and warning labels, they're everywhere. And they're on everything, but nowadays, you know, most of them are all simple stuff like don't smoke, it causes cancer, don't drink and breastfeed. But now, the shit's hitting closer to home. This morning, when I was getting ready, right there on the toothpaste, it said, Jimmy, if you don't stop talking to bitches on the internet, I'm gonna cut your balls off. So, that's just hitting close to home on these warning labels. Yeah, I joke about that. I'm married. I've been married for 24 years. Anybody else been married? Just fucking me, all right. Congratulations to me. Everybody give me a fucking hand for being married. 24 years. Yeah, that's the one clap I got all night. I knew if I was going to get the clap all night, I had to either ask for it or drive down to Beach Grove. I've been doing my research on you motherfuckers. Now I forgot what I was talking about. Where was we at?
Married.
What was it?
Married.
Oh yeah, married 24 years. And we were married 9 years before we had kids. We traveled the world, and we even have one of those maps on our walls with the pins to prove it. Now the yellow pins on the map represent all the places in the world that my wife and I have had sex. And she didn't come with me tonight, so I can tell you that's what the red ones mean too. But we had to put a towel down on those occasions. Go ahead and moan, man. I feed off the fucking moans anyways, man. What do you think I'm not doing clubs? All right? I feed off the moans. And you guys are probably going to moan more when I tell you that I was at Staples today and I picked up a box of brown pins. Yeah. That's where she shits on my chest. Just in case it couldn't get any dirtier. Like I said, I was married. I am married. She puts up with a lot from me, as you can't tell, and she gets mad at me, but she don't stay mad at me for very long because, as you can tell, I'm charming. Who said like today, before I came down here, she started this huge fight with me because I dumped the ice tray all over the kitchen floor. But that's all water under the fridge now. It's all water under the fridge, man. We had a little bit of makeup sex. Everybody like makeup sex? Woo! I kind of hate it. You know, I have to wash all that foundation off. Now lipstick around your butthole. That's horrible, man. Thank you guys for laughing. That's cool. You guys are all right. Where are you guys from? Beach Grove? No? Hell no. Fuck, I ain't from Beach Grove.
It's a very bad summer.
You had a bad summer in Beach Grove? I used to get the clap every year. That's how I knew it was autumn. That was horrible. What was I talking about? Man, I kind of had a bad day today. I woke up with a rash. It's not funny. It's not even that kind of rash. I've never had a sexually transmitted disease, except for one time. One time I thought I had a case of crabs, but as it turns out, it was only 23. It's one shy of a case. So it does all right. So I went to the store today to get some for the rash, and we got a phone call. Who's that? Who's got a phone call? Want me to answer it? Want me to talk to him?
It's actually my mom telling me that she's watching.
Oh, she is. Hi, Mom.
Woo!
What's your mom's name?
Cindy.
Cindy. I love you on the Brady Bunch. But I love you in pornography better, Cindy. Woo! Yeah. Cindy Brady, the youngest one in curls. The youngest one in handcuffs, man. That chick was fucking crazy. I don't know what it is about being a childhood actor, but they all are fucking crazy when they grow up. They're doing porn and everyone on different strokes as they're all dead from drugs, right? Is any of them still alive? Not the one that did the most drugs. Fucking still alive. Like, yeah. Todd Bridges. What was that chick's name, man? Yeah, she was a whore. Rest in peace. What were we talking about before I got distracted by that? I mean, I shouldn't be talking about Dana Plato like that or anyone else that's dead. Gary Coleman. What'd he die from? That redheaded chick kill him? The one he was married to? I just don't. I shouldn't be doing that. And sometimes I tell a joke, and the devil kind of encouraged me to do them. And I don't know why I still do them, because we know the devil's not very smart. Because if the devil was smart, he would have challenged somebody to a fiddle playing contest in a state, but more like somewhere besides Georgia, right? I mean, if you're gonna go fucking tobacco spitting contest, fiddle playing contest, don't go to fucking Georgia. Go to Utah, Rhode Island, some fucking place. But Georgia's not the place to go. Georgia's probably the place to go for a, I don't even know what Georgia's got, NASCAR contest, but you don't want to go there for a fiddle playing contest. None whatsoever. What else did we talk about? We talked about the horse and the devil and the bad day and the crabs. I got a couple pieces of advice for people. Find somebody that loves you for you. And when you find them, you're going to kind of know about it. You'll know. And if you find a girl and she gives you butterflies, she thinks you're gay. I mean, butterflies are a freaking horrible gift. Horrible gift for a straight guy, right? And don't go to the library looking for books about suicide, because nobody ever brings them back. I was gonna ask the librarian if I could wait, but she already had a couple people hanging around her desk. That was bad. How many people, this is the first time they've been here? Woo! Some versions. Last time I was here, I kind of took on the whole experience of the place. And you guys at home, you need to come check it out. It's nice. But last time there were some protesters over here in the corner. And I just went over there and kind of was talking to them a little bit. and they were all set up, and as soon as I walked up, they were on guard. And I was just trying to be nice to them a little bit, and they were like, we don't want that mess over there. And I was like, well, why not? And there was like, 5 months ago, we had 5 people on the other side of the neighborhood getting killed over drugs. We just don't need that over there. I was like, are they smoking the marijuana in there? No, they're not allowed to. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, has anybody died in your neighborhood since they've been here? No, they haven't. So I was like, they've cleaned up your stupid fucking neighborhood, all right? They're not doing anything bad in here. This is for good, not for bad. They're not here to push their shit on you. It's a good place, and everybody ought to come check this out. Is there people that's members of the congregation in here? Woo! One guy. Yes. Did you get on the registry? I don't know what to do. I have been here a couple times. No, I've been here twice now. This is my second time. And they redo it every time. This is new. The filming on the internet's new. That's it, really. It's just so everybody asks you about the place, and it's just like, it's not like anything you've ever seen before. You just got to come and see it. And then you got the comedy here. You got Granny J making dinner for everybody. You got the Grand Poobah out there. Speaking of Grand Poobah, the guys at work, the guys down at the lodge. The guys down at the lodge wanted me to say hi. Friend Barney, boys, what's up? Mr. Slade, that's the shit there, man. I had another good time being here with you guys. There's a light going crazy back over there, so I'm not going to start on anything else. But I want to thank you guys for coming. And if you like me, my name is Jimmy Shaw. If you hate me, it's Gerry Gobel. So thank you guys for coming, and thanks for having me out again, you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, once again, everybody, give it up for Jimmy Shaw. All right, great. You all having a good time? All right, give it up for yourself, everybody. Come on. There we go. All right, we're going to take a brief intermission, 15 minutes. So go ahead and enjoy. Everyone on the internet, please tune back in. We are going to be live shooting in about 15 minutes, everybody. Enjoy.
king of the one-liners. Yeah. My favorite George Carlin joke was. My favorite George Carlin joke was. You know why they call the American dream?
Hey everybody, hi, how you doing tonight? You have a good intermission? Alright, food was great, I bet, huh? Okay, hey everybody, we're back here at the First Church Cannabis doing our comedy special here tonight. We're all having a good time, aren't we? Come on, give a clap. That's what we like to hear. You know, earlier in the session I heard somebody speak about a tattoo, okay, and you know, I believe there's the one on the neck and so forth. Well, actually what happened to me one day was I was driving down Washington Street. We all drive Washington Street, don't we? Well, anyhow, I see this little place that said tattoo. It had a dragon on there. So I thought, oh, fucking cool, I can afford this, right? I walk in there, I'm looking around and shit. This guy, nothing sterile, of course, it doesn't look clean, but anyhow, I look up there and I see something I like. It's the Zigzag Man. Y'all know the Zigzag Man? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so I'm looking around, I pick out the design I like, and I told him, I said, yeah, I want it right here. So what he does is he goes ahead and he puts a template on there, and he looks over at me and he says, hey man, you wanna go smoke a bowl? Well, of course I wanted to go smoke a bowl, right? So we go out in the car, we smoke a bowl, and he's talking to me and shit, and he gets my money, of course, to walk back in his studio. We're sitting down there, you know, next thing you know, he's got the template on there and he's tattooing. Well, I was feeling kind of queasy, I was a little bit buzzed, you know. So I'm kind of turning my fucking head because I'm a little weak. Anyone had tattoos out there? Okay, so you all know what it is. Whenever you start feeling weak after about an hour, you know, on a fucking 2-minute tattoo. But anyhow, it's supposed to be the Zigzag Man. By the time this motherfucker was done, apparently his sacrament was way too strong. But it looks like fucking Joker. You see that shit? It really does. Like a fucking Joker. Not the Zigzag Man, so. How do you like me now? Huh? Alright. Yeah, fuck everyone out there. But we're having a great time here. That's all that matters, people. So we're gonna keep the laughs going here and applause and everything. We're gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the evening. We got some good comedy ahead and a lot behind as well. But everyone, I would want everyone to gladly welcome Mr. Antonio Edmonds, please. Once again, Antonio Edmonds, everybody, please.
How's it going? That's the coolest thing ever. That's the best intro I've ever had. I got a serious question for you guys, all right? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck did smoke meth? Yeah. Tons, because he's got huge plans. He's gonna build a woodchuck mansion. It's gonna be beautiful. He's gonna lay back in this little woodchuck recliner in this woodchuck mansion and die because meth is hard on woodchucks. Small body, horrible drug. I just recently moved not too long ago, and like I figured out like I might be in a bad neighborhood. Like my first indication was right. I broke up a fight like a week after I moved. I broke up a fight and I got a gun pulled on me. So I'm like, yeah, this may be a bad, neighborhood. I'm like, I don't even know what it was about. I'm like, guys, you should stop this. What the hell's going on? You're squirrels. Where did you get a pistol? You don't even have pants. I don't know. Then I think my roommate's a pervert. Yeah, that's weird. And it doesn't even make it even better like this a chick, you know. And then it's like I don't know. The first couple of indicators, like it was weird at first. Like I caught her watching me sleep a couple of times, right? I'm like, damn, that's weird. Like I mean, I'm in the living room, but whatever. You know, you shouldn't be watching me sleep. Then like sometimes I catch her like looking at me trying to use the bathroom and shit. I'm like, damn. Then I got in the shower one day and I seen her peek in. I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm calling the cops. Call the cops, and of course it's like a woman's thing. They didn't give a fuck. They try to play it all down. Sir, that's just what kittens do. Nah, this bitch is violating my personal space. Something needs to be done. Cat joke. I don't know. My cousin is cool as fuck. This is my buddy. You know, we grew up together. But he shits at my house every day. Like, all right, let me rephrase it. My cousin, who doesn't live anywhere near me, shits at my house every day. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking, like, either I should be really pissed off or I should be, like, in awe of this dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of the two. Like, either, like, he's fucking saving this shit all day just for my house. You know what I mean? Or he's, like, shitting everywhere, huge amounts all day long. Which I don't understand. Like, that's a lot of fiber, a lot of questions. I don't fucking, I'm just... Either way, I'm just saying it's kind of an asshole situation I'm dealing with. See what I did there? Because the shit. You ever wake up, right? And you're in a great mood, you know? And you wake up, you stretch, and it's beautiful outside. You go on the porch, fucking birds are chirping, the squirrels are running around and shit, you know what I mean? That's cool. And then, like, you know, you go about your day, and halfway through the day, like, real life shit just hit you. You know what I mean? Everything that can go wrong goes fucking wrong, you know? And then, like, you get back home, fucking birds and shit on your car, the squirrels broken in somehow and stole all your munchies. How did you get in here? Pistol. But I got a cure, you know, I figured it out. You know, you wake up, it's early, you're feeling great, you see the birds, you see the squirrels, smoke weed and go the fuck back to sleep. It's not gonna get any better, start tomorrow. You know what I mean? Start tomorrow. Fuck the birds. By the way, if anybody, fuck all the birds that you know, because I hate them. They shit on my car, like, all the time, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, fuck, every fucking day, you know? So I tried to make peace with them. You know, I got drunk one night, and I brought a waffle out that I didn't eat, and I threw it in the yard. I'm like, hey, here's a waffle. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's what's happening, you know? Trying to make peace, whatnot. I came out the next day, the waffle was gone, but there were just healthier portions of shit on my car. So I don't know where we stand. Like, are we? Man, like, I don't know. I do regular shit. So one day I'm out. I'm just going to the store, and there's this guy behind me. I'm about to go up the little handicap ramp to go in, and he just starts pushing me. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's cool. I got it. And he's like, no, man, don't worry, man. It's my pleasure. I want to help. I'm like, no, man, it's cool. Like, stop doing that, you know? But he kept pushing me. Pushed me right in the fucking store. Almost crashed me to the sale items. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, man, stop it. He didn't realize it. Whatever. He let go after a while and went and did his shopping. I'm pissed off. I finished buying what I'm buying, and I just sit and I wait, right? And I see him come out, and he forgets his shit. And then when he's on his way out the store, I just start grabbing his fucking pants leg and lifting him up and moving his legs and grabbing his pants leg. And he's like, hey, man, stop. I'm like, no, man, it's my pleasure. I want to help. You know what I mean? And so I keep doing this, and he's like, hey, no, don't worry about it. Stop. You're really not helping. You're just making me look stupid. I'm like, I hope we've learned a lesson. You fucking asshole. We just grab people and push people. Fuck. I always have fun at the store. There's always stupid shit happening. I was at the store the other day, right? There was this kid, and he was kind of following me around, and I saw him, I'm like, oh, fucking kid, you know what I mean? So I go to the aisle and get some shit, and I see him peeking around the corner. I'm like, so I keep going, and I see him like doing, he's just following me or whatever. The next thing I know, he's got his mother by the hand, he's pulling down the aisle, and he's pointing at me, and he's like, I want that one. And she's like, no, you can't do that. And she explained to him, you can't buy black people anymore. That's not what happens. You know what I mean? I'm quite broke, you know. So I explained, you can't borrow us. So like, I'm a babysitter on the weekends now. He's a great kid. We have a lot of fun. Actually, he's a fucker. Work is work, you know. Fuck. All right. Anyway. I thought I would join a gym, because I felt like I was getting a little pudgy. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna join a gym, I'm gonna get buff, and then chicks are gonna, I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking about that. Go to the gym my first day, I'm having a great day, get a good workout in. I go back to the locker room, and I'm passing in between the lockers and the benches, and then next thing I know, like this old dude's just all on my face, screaming at me and shit. I'm thinking he's being a dick. Turns out I was rolling over his balls. He has super long balls. So they kicked me out the gym. They call that assault. I'm like, damn, assault. Like, it's crazy. So then I get home, my girlfriend's packing up her shit, And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I heard about the assault. I'm not going to wait around for you to hurt me, too. She was older. She had really long boobs. Not going to hurt you. You know that. I went out the other night, and I was just chilling, at the bar. And then I seen this guy next to me, at the bar, and he's sitting on the bar stool, and he's fucking hammered, you know what I mean? And like, at one point he just falls off the fucking bar stool, you know what I mean? And then he gets up, and he's looking at this bar stool like it was his bar stool's fault, and he sits on the bar stool next to that one, and he's still glaring at the fucking bar stool that he fell off of, like, you know? And I tell the bartender, I want what he's having. It turns out that was a divorce, so this fucking dude was wasted because he was losing shit in his life. It's an old joke. I see why. Fuck you guys. Same fucking bar, right? I'm hanging out, and there's this dude that just won't leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, he's following me all fucking night, you know? And it's like, I can't shake him. And I'm trying to, you know? Like, first I'm like, oh man, I want to go to the bar, you know what I mean? Trying to get away. And he's like, oh man, me too, you know, I can get another drink. I'm like, okay, cool. Still hitting me with this crazy fucking conversation I don't want. Then I'm like, all right, hey man, I'm gonna go out for a smoke. He's like, yeah man, that sounds like a great idea. Cool, we can keep talking because you're following me. Let's do that. Then after a while, I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna go use the bathroom. He was like, me too, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't shake him, so I had to tell him, after we pee, this conversation is over, okay? I want you to stop fucking following me around and just be a regular person by yourself, not with me, okay? Just leave me alone. Not funny? Whatever. So, I was in a bar one night, because I'm lonely as shit, you know? That's not fun, but whatever. So, I got a beer, I'm drinking a beer, then I'm like, fuck it. I sit the beer on the bar and I go to the bathroom. I come back from the bathroom and there's this lady at the bar. I'm like, hey, did you roofie my beer? And she's like, ha ha ha. No. I'm like, cool. So I put the roofie on the bar and I went back to the bathroom. And I came back and that bitch stole my roofie and my beer. So I'm super thirsty. Just a second. Get some tea. Thanks. I don't know. Online dating sucks too. I never do it right. It's like fuck. I don't know. I'm just not good at it. I don't even like texting, so I hate it. The whole concept, you know. And then like I don't know, you're getting the dumb shit, you know. And I don't know. Just say like, you want to get mad at me and call me names, you know, like a catfish and shit. I'm a catfish. And what the fuck? I mean, you asked how tall I was. You didn't ask if I was standing up. I'm just saying, like, all my dating is a war of words. Like, you lose, I win. Like, how do you feel about Chinese food? Because you're here right now. Let's just see how my personality works out for you. That's all I'm saying. Give me a chance. Sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I could be a little smoother, you know, do cool shit, but I don't. It never works. Like one time I was out and this happened. So I'm leaving this restaurant, you know what I mean? I kind of rolled over this guy's foot, you know, and I'm with this chick and she's like, oh no, and he's like, he wants to fight. And I'm like, hey man, you need to get the fuck out of here, you know? Because you have no idea of what I'm capable of, right? And then he leaves because he believed me, you know? And then we're on the way to the car, and she's like, that was fucking awesome. Like, what are you capable of? Like, nothing, bitch. If you don't get in the car before I do, you're going to find out the hard way. Because you were supposed to just follow along and fucking start the car or some shit. I don't know. I had another chick, like, she was cool for a while, but then it would get weird at night, you know? Like, all these fucking stupid questions when it's time to go to bed. Waking me up, you know, hey, babe. Hey, what are we? What the fuck do you mean? We're humans. Go to sleep. I mean like us. Like, where do we stand? Oh, where do we stand? I don't fucking stand at all. I'm laying down trying to go to sleep. You should do the same. Then shit just gets dark, right? It's like, would you kill for me? And it's like, I don't. What are the circumstances? Like, somebody trying to kill you right now? What if they were? You be dead because I'm fucking tired. You shut up. Go to sleep. I don't know. Fucking. I guess I'm a nice guy, right? Because I have to be. You know, I have no choice in that matter. You can't be a dick and need assistance. You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't work out. You know what I mean? You get mad. It's like, oh yeah, well fuck you. Fuck this. And now help me down the stairs and fucking. Put the wheelchair in the trunk or the back seat, wherever's good for you. Take me home so I can slam the door in your face. That doesn't work, right? Just fucking, I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. Maybe if I could do cooler shit, I would have a chick. Like, what if I was a superhero? You know, that would be cool, you know? But I figure, like, I got bad luck, you know? So I just get fucked over in that. And I'd be like a Hulk or some shit. Like, shit. I'm still paralyzed. I can't even fucking come closer so I can smash you. You know, because I can't move and shit. I don't know. You know what blows people's minds sometimes? Like the fact that I drive a car, like it's fucking crazy to them sometimes. Like they see me get in a car and they're looking at me like a fucking unicorn wearing glow-in-the-dark skates. It's like, look at him, you know? He's fuck. You know what I think is fun though? What I like to do? It's because sometimes like they stare at you, you know? And then when you look at them, they stop, right? And then you go back to doing shit and then they start staring again. What I like to do is not look away. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be getting in my car, I'll catch them staring, and I just look at them. You know, just meet those wandering eyes with my own. You know, while I finish doing the shit that I'm doing to get in my car. You know what I mean? Getting, yeah, you like that? Huh? How you feeling about it? You good? Yeah? Right? All right. Because I likes to keep it awkward. You know what I mean? Thumbs up as I drive away. No, I'm just joking. I give him a middle finger. Because I got road rage. I got fucking horrible road rage, right? It's like immediately when I get in the car, I got road rage. Probably because it takes so long to get in the car. I don't know. So fucking, and then like, I don't know, like something, don't honk at me. That's the one thing that I really, don't fucking honk at me. You know what I mean? That really pisses me off. Like, if you honk at me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking slow down so you can see me. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna double up on your ass. I'm gonna honk and curse at the same time. Motherfuck up. It's a lot of syllables there, you know what I mean? There's a lot of power behind what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Oh, what? You don't like that? Oh, yeah? Well, fuck you. Pull your punk ass over. Yeah? So then they pull over, and I pull over, and I open my door and pretend like I'm going to get out, you know? And then they get close enough to the bumper, just enough so I can reverse and bump the shit out of them, drive off, give them the middle finger while I roll away. Fuck you, old lady. Think you can honk at me just because you know me from church? Oh, sometimes like, I don't know, sometimes people say like, hey man, you tell me too many wheelchair jokes, you know? And I don't know, to that I just say, you know, fuck you, because that's how I feel, you know? And then sometimes they say like, hey, it's not fair because you got a thing, you know? Oh, really? This is my thing. Fucking lucky of me. Fuck you, you know? That's just how I feel, you know? But then, and then I don't know, I just get sick of shit like that. And then sometimes it's like, just chill out, dude, you know what I mean? And in my defense, all of my jokes are not wheelchair jokes, but all of them are written from the perspective of a person in a wheelchair. So what the fuck? Fuck you. Nobody cares. Fuck you. No, I'm just joking. You guys are great. One time, all right, I really don't get mad and shit, you know what I mean? But like one time, this dude pissed me off. It was a comic. He's like, oh, that guy, he was pretty funny, the prop comic. And I'm like, what? That's fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, dude. I'm not a prop comic. I'm a comic and a prop. I'm Antonio Edmonds, man. You guys have been great. You have a great night.
All right, everybody, get up for Antonio now. Come on. All right. That was excellent. You know, he's got a unique personality right there, doesn't he? He can keep everybody laughing. Okay, everybody. Well, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hand this over to Mr. Gerry Gobel. Everybody, I want you all to give yourself good hands together right here. Get them warmed up. Let's give all the love that you can possibly give. This man is outstanding like the rest of everyone else has been here tonight. He will indeed finish the show off with a good one. So, everyone, Gerry Gobel, everybody, come on.
Good evening, fellow inmates. I'm glad to be here. I want to tell everybody something that's in the room. You internet people don't know shit about this, but you don't know shit anyway. So I saw Antonio, and we made a deal at some point that I was going to bring him some shoes. So when you saw me handing shoes to a guy in a wheelchair, I wasn't being a dick. I wasn't. These are special shoes. And I'm going to sell them tonight, internet. You guys want to buy some shoes? Come on, these are special shoes. Let me tell you what specialty shoes are. These are Nike Jordans, right? Right? But that's not what makes them special. What makes them special is these are the shoes worn by my ex-wife's baby daddy. I wore them for 6 months because I figured, if he was getting into something mine, I was getting into something of his. So I wore these for 6 months, and they fit pretty good, actually. Better than the relationship. So, glad to be here. You guys having a good time? Does anybody want to buy them? Hey, I'm speedballing Sudafed tonight, folks. I ate a almond cookie. I'm seeing like Keebler Jesus. He's calling me home. He's like, dude, you should have eaten a cookie. I'm like, man, but it was a good cookie, man. Anaphylactic shock I'm going to go into here in a second. It'll be great. So, you guys thought it was going to be a suicide by gun. It's not. It's suicide by, ephedrine, effectively. So, Eli Lilly wins. Again, Eli Lilly wins again. Hey, news item today. Here's something cool. Here's a statement of how the United States sucks. Here's just right off the bat. The FBI has been running a child pornography site online for a while to bust people. So they have the best child porn website available that the FBI could provide to catch child molesters. All you guys on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's got the Tor onion thing, but it's not working. It's the fucking feds, and they've got the best kiddie porn. The federal government has the best kiddie porn in the United States, and to catch people, they set up a website and charge people to come in. Isn't that sweet? That's your government at work. These fucking guys, you enabling these fence-sitting idiots, right? I mean, it's bad enough they're pedophiles, right? But then you're gonna go and do an all-service, all-night shop for these guys so you can catch them? We're handing this shit out. It's like giving herpes to somebody because you want to track the spread of a disease. That's not how you do it. You go, this whole town's got gonorrhea. Welcome to Indiana. Oh, it's probably Pence's fault. He's been fucking us for a couple years now. We're all riddled with disease thanks to that asshole. Ugh. Best kiddie porn in the United States, in the world, can be reached because of your federal government. Looking out for you. Yeah, they want to know each and every guy they can share their porn with to catch him. Yeah, okay, like that bank scandal guys that got busted for fucking the country out of money. Those guys go to jail? No. They all got promoted. They're all somewhere else. You remember when the United States used to sell drugs for us? You remember that? During the Reagan years, the Contra thing? You remember that? They were selling the drugs to get the money to do the freedom. So they're enabling the drug war. And then they did the Just Say No war. The whole time, just totally putting the spin on this. And they're also the biggest kiddie porn people in the world. It's the government. The federal government cannot do anything without fucking it up. Seriously. And that's why the whole drug thing is so stupid. The whole fact that marijuana is illegal at this stage with, little sick kids losing their traumas and stuff, and they're coming out of their seizures and they're being healed. Oh my God, here's a cure. Otto could have been cured with the cancer, but I'm sorry, but there's a few people that disagree with it. Patricia Miller and Mike Young, a couple of cocksuckers. This is week 4 of this. I'm just hassling these guys till somebody takes them down. That's all. I'm gonna keep mentioning their names. Dickheads. Horrible dickheads. The government's going to handle that's how they handled communism. Escalated guns. They've got super nuclear weapons, destabilized the entire region. Communism's over. Now everybody's got a fucking nuke. Great job. Brilliant. You're on a roll. Fast and furious gun trade. Let's give guns to people and track to where they go. Well, how will you know that they've been using the guns? You follow the bodies, right? That's your federal government's idea of intervention. And then for some reason you say, just let me smoke a doobie. No, can't, no. Dancing with Negroes. You kidding me? Manual laborers would be happy with their shitty jobs? No. You can't have a drug that heals you that you can get off on unless Eli Lilly sells it to you. Then you're pounding footballs like you're Peyton Manning in training season. Thank you, Eli Lilly. Thank you for bringing a new sport to our country. Thank you. Awesome. Selling you the heroin that you need to get through your day. But heaven forbid you smoke a joint and laugh at anything I say. Right? There's a guy right there. He's totally in the... That's Jimmy Shaw. He's just kissing my ass. Gobel's doing the power thing now. Ooh, look at him. He almost looks like Jim Jones. Why is he always giving me Kool-Aid? I don't know. Gobel's got some issues. It ain't a revolution till there's some bodies. Hey, internet, tell everybody he made a death threat. Let's do this. Lenny versus the United States. Eat a dick. All right. Say whatever I want. I'll drink my Kool-Aid wherever the fuck I want. But heaven forbid I get cancer in Indiana, the dumbest of all states. I'm seriously, that's why they invented euchre. We were talking about that earlier. Everybody's like, you go to another state, nobody knows what the fuck euchre is. It's just a Hoosier thing. And you know why? That's codes that you knew that you were with the person who was in the Klan. Welcome to Indiana, the home of the Klan. Yeah, nice little state you got here. We don't want no gay people making cupcakes for our wedding. We don't know, we can't have that. I need some child molesters. You do it in the church. Let's bring those guys out and have a cakewalk here. Let's have the cakewalk of sadness down in the basement in the toy room with the molesto room. The old, Gerry from Subway could have been a member of this old church. You know, with that closet downstairs with the padlock on the inside of the door. Padlock on the inside. It's a deadbolt. A deadbolt that has to be manually used on the inside of a closet. That's downstairs, internet. Can one of you guys find out why they lost it and post it everywhere? I have a sneaking suspicion why. I'll see you assholes out back protesting, and you can tell me whether you got the guy prosecuted or if he got a raise. Did he move up the chain? Did he get his own diocese finally? Oh my gosh. The problem is that you had a free-range pedophile at your church, sir. He wasn't registered. If you'd only registered your pedophile, we could have got him a better job, maybe a Vatican position. Definitely something missionary position, but... have all the kids you can catch. Go! That's all an Easter egg was. That's why they came up with Easter. It's the only way to slow the little kids down. They're looking for candy behind stuff. She's getting the egg. Let me get her. Is that dark? It's dark. It's the Sudafed. Oh, Eli Lilly, what have you done to me? I don't even know who makes Sudafed anymore. I don't know. There's like 8 corporations that makes it all. Same guys that make douches make your aspirin. The same guys that make your shoes make your douches. It's all, you know. And really the douches are the people getting paid to do this shit. Manual labor, slave labor camps of Indiana. As I'm back in Toys R Us, Babies R Us actually. Because, you know, it's always funnier when there's a baby involved. I thought. That's why, you know, it's a sick feeling I have when I think about the whole legalization issue. Because on one hand, there's all these kids dying. They're having all these seizures and they're suffering. And these guys don't care. Patricia Miller. She's in charge of the nurses, what is that again? The Health and Provider Services. It's just a sketchy enough name of a group that you would never be able to find it in a directory. You go, where's the person that votes on whether or not we get to live or die? Oh, that would be Patricia Miller. She's down the hall. She's the dowdy bitch in the jean jacket pants. You know what I'm talking about? She's the church lady type. You know, heaven forbid, you write a bill that she didn't approve because it won't get, heard. That's Patricia Miller. Evil Patricia Miller. Evil Patricia Miller. And you know what the sick feeling I have? Is that I know I can throw dead baby material at this bitch and get away with it. Isn't that sad? This evil feeling I have, derived from almonds and Sudafed. If they legalize it, I might lose this feeling. Patricia Miller, you cunt. No, that's not sexist. That's an anagram. We covered this last week. A cunt is a corporate underling needing termination. Cunt. There's a lot of cunts out there. The whole fucking state house full of them over there. They're all on the same side. You know, they call it, well, we're both separate but the same. Really? You're gonna vote for, well, it's the same people. Same assholes bought by the same rich guys. Once we made corporations people, it was all fucking overdue. Because those corporations are richer than the rich people that exist. And they're calling the shots on whether or not you guys get to have cancer medication. That's pretty fucking sweet. Why would they want to cure anything? I mean, Patricia Miller's got herself. Am I using the right name? Patricia Miller again? Patricia Miller. Patricia Miller. Like, you know, an old name of a person who used to do flour and stuff and really cared about the community. But now she just grinds her fucking souls into nothing because she's a cunt. A corporate underling needing termination. Patricia, hang yourself in your bathroom. You know, maybe you could just fucking, I don't know, pass something that's not yours. Anyway. There's probably dead bodies at her house, in her attic, I imagine. She looks like the type. And I'm gonna throw dead baby material at her because I can do dead baby material like nobody's business. I was doing mommy jokes in the 4th grade. I was ahead of the curve. I was predestined to do the dead baby joke. I mean, they're all stock now. But, you know, if you wait for Eli Lilly to do something about it, you'll have a lot of dead babies around. So I'm sure the jokes will start flowing any time now. Thanks, Patricia Miller, for the stack of dead babies. That, oh, look, we lost another 20 since we started this show. Oh, that's horrible, Patricia Miller. The babies are stacking up around you like a tomato can sale at the supermarket, just building a little pile of dead babies around you, the little heads looking at them going, why, Patricia? Why didn't you help us? Because you're a whore and you're bought by corporate entities. That's why she's a soulless whore of Abaddon. She just needs to go to hell. Where she can see Mike Young, representative of what the, corrections in criminal law, which is ironic. Criminal law being the ironic catchphrase. Criminal being, he's a criminal. Law being what they're fucking. Criminal law. When you want to find, it was like the Breaking Bad. You want to be a criminal? You need a criminal lawyer. You get a guy who's a little shady. You get Mike Young. Mike Young. Fucking piece of shit. Cunt. Corporate underling needing termination. What a cunt. You know what he does? He works for a group called GEO. They're for-profit prisons. Okay? You talk about a guy who's probably a charter member of the FBI's kiddie porn collection. I would say it's Mike Young. Is that, you're gonna sue me? Lenny Bruce versus the United States, eat a dick. Ha ha. For one show, you have to pretend this is comedy. Doesn't matter, Mike Young. Sending people, here's the conundrum they throw at you with this GEO, right? You build the prisons. We signed a contract. They have to be 90% full or Indiana gets fined. We pay them if it's not full enough. Okay, there's a motive to fuck people. Why would you want to legalize weed? That's the easiest thing to catch it for. The stoners are passive. Stoners are, because we're not violent. We got, you care about people. Fucking send them to jail, man. Why not? We got to keep 90% full or we might lose some more money. If we lose too much more money, we're going to have to sell our roads to toll booths for fucking guys from overseas because we don't know how to do anything here. Where are your politicians? Hey, do you guys remember the password to the kiddie porn site? I got a few guys I need to catch. Let's do it. Prison America, let's do this. Mike Young, working for GEO, you piece of shit. Bring him on, let's do this. Is it funny? No! You got funny earlier. This is the guy that eats the dick at the end. It's me, Gerry Gobel, the Sudafed and almond comic. I'm your man. I'm seeing different dimensions now. I'm seeing multi-dimensions. I'm seeing a whole cross-section of just the suck. This whole fucking... Honestly, you guys are young. You haven't had a chance to be disappointed by the American dream yet. It's horse shit. It's always been horse shit. The good old days were never good. They were never good. They just say that now because they want you to fucking listen to what they're doing. Remember the good old days, what, the 60s when you could smoke weed? No. Maybe before the 1900s, before I was an issue with you guys? Oh, you don't remember those days? No. You don't remember the good old days when you just shut the fuck up and did what we told you. Welcome to America, bitches. Oh, we're only 89% full. Hey, which one of you guys wants to go to prison and help the state? You want to help the state? Come on, let's go to prison. Mike Young will send you a sticker because he's a douche. A cunt. Corporate underling needing termination. I can't wait to throw dead babies at this guy. Can't wait. Because he's part of the problem too. He's making a reason for them to keep people in jail. And here's the best part. Once the prisons are at 90% capacity, you know what that means? You gotta build a new prison. So they're bringing jobs to the state. You know, okay. I'm sure the guys at the concentration camps felt the same way. They were all like, oh, it's only Dachau, but we're bringing jobs to the state. Hey, this train's running really good. Hey, Mike Young, hey, what do you think about these train cars full of dead babies? You like those? We're going to ship those down the river so you won't have to look at them. Hell, who knows? Maybe we'll take them up to Flint and make sure the lead holds them down. Maybe we'll do that. Another, government guy taking care of you. Got a password to the kiddie porn site. Poison in your water because he's saving $100. Wants to make an excuse that doesn't involve him hanging himself at the end. What a tool. And these are the guys that are running everything for you guys. You young guys, you young girls. The world's wide open. You haven't been disillusioned. You don't see the shit. Here's the shit. You want to know how to get even with these assholes? Fucking don't play. Don't play the game. You gotta get up and you gotta start raising some hell. I'm ending my career tonight, actually. This set's probably done it. This is the last dick that was getting sucked here was Jimmy Shaw doing it for me. He's kissing my ass for stage time. And it was the last night, Jimmy. You didn't have to kiss. It was just a desperate hug like the end of the Titanic. You watch my career slip off the edge of the board and go under. But none of you know what that means because that was before, you're all young. Star Wars. Honestly, Disney and Star Wars. Disney's never done science fiction properly. Honestly, what I was looking for at the end, and I know this is one of those things where, little bitches are going to scream about spoilers, because you're bitches. Han dies, right? I was totally expecting an old Yeller moment in reverse. I was waiting for Chewbacca to have to put him down. And go, he's like, I know I got syphilis, but Leah said she was clean. He's like, and I don't know how to speak Wookiee, but he's like, I don't have as much phlegm because I've got 15 grams of Sudafed floating through my blood right now. I couldn't mucus it up if you wanted me to. I'd have to have 3 other people help me. So, good thing you spit on the stage. But Han's like, that march to the backyard, Chewbacca's sad little round shoulders, and those Ewoks following behind him because they were going to eat his ass. Because that's what Ewoks did. They were little cannibal teddy bears. They had their appeal. Hey, Patricia Miller, we had a bunch of Ewoks. They could eat those dead babies. That whole pile that's around you? That whole pile of death that you've helped create with your little payoff? Ewoks would eat those. And you would just have the bones. And you put them in the skeleton closet with the rest of your shit. Yeah, the old Yeller moment, man. That's what I was thinking, I thought I was going to see Star Wars. Actually, I walked into The Revenant by accident. That's why I kind of got the idea that maybe, the Wookiee was going to rape him to death. And I was like, oh, that's not Han Solo. That's Leonardo DiCaprio. Getting raped by, okay, go ahead. There's nowhere to go but down, Leo. Disney. You talk about the hypocrisy of a nation that is built on drugs. They've been pushing shit on you since Bear Aspen did the animated commercial of the pill going down your throat to your segmented portions of your body and curing your ills. They used to have, in Kansas, before the AMA started, there were these guys that walked around and were sewing goat testicles onto people. Because it was supposed to revitalize you, because obviously a goat is very vital, right? They're randy. So apparently so. Maybe you're a farmer and you watch a lot of goats and you make that decision. I don't know. I've never watched goats fuck. I couldn't tell you for sure if they're randy. But these guys were selling a product based on it. They were selling goat nuts to people, and they were convincing them to let them operate on their junk to put a goat nut on. And they were like, no, it's perfectly safe. And then all these guys started dying. Well, this is the turn of the century, the 1900s, when you could still be like the guy from Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? Pitching your shit, sewing your goat balls onto people in Kansas, which ironically is one of the most fucked up states of the Union. You know, Kansas, you go, God, you know, maybe John Brown was actually kind of a mellow dude out there. Maybe they all had goat nuts stowed on them. They're a little worked up about the whole Planned Parenthood thing. Nobody wants to even live in fucking South Dakota, and you know, whatever. You should be lucky anybody wants to die there. I don't know where I was going, but fuck South Dakota. It's the weakest of the two Dakotas. You have no oil. Oh, you'll always be the poorer state, South Dakota. Or Kansas or whatever, I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm tripping. So Disney is the American dream. Perfect. Straight up lie. That whole fucking thing is built on drugs. Whole fucking thing. You have to take a drug test to work at Disneyland. So you can dress up like Dopey. You go to the Magic Kingdom. Maybe hang out with little Snow White. Yeah. Right on, man. Nothing going on at Disneyland. Liars. You guys know a little piece of history about Walt Disney? Here it is. Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse while on a cocaine bender. Straight up truth, out of his mouth. Back then, in the 1900s, when you could still get a goat ball sewn onto you, you could buy a 50-gallon barrel of cocaine for about $5. Rick James size, of course, obviously. And Walt Disney was a poor animator. I mean, poor in several senses. Mainly, he stole a lot of stuff. He's sort of like Stan Lee, but older. He did internet protest that. The only scene I want to see of Stan Lee in anymore is him dying in a scene. That's what I want to see. He's like, end this shit. He's not Alfred fucking Hitchcock. Now he's a plumber. Now he's a postman. Ooh, wow. Stan Lee's still alive and reminding Jack Kirby's widows that they should have fucking killed him in the 60s. But, you know, Stan Lee. So Disney, being an animator in the 1900s, and poor and young, has a deadline. He's got to come up with something new. Because he's fucked. He's down to his last couple sheets of paper, he's got his last couple pencils, and he's got his 50-gallon barrel of cocaine. And that night, magic was created. And this is my impression of the night Walt Disney came up with Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. Can't think of nothing. Yeah, you know what I need? I need some help. You know, I'll just do a bump. Just one bump, it won't be that big. I'll just do one hand. Just one. All right. So the magic happened. Dude! The mouse is looking at me, man! He should be wearing gloves. They're filthy animals. They're filthy animals. He should be wearing gloves. That's not sanitary. They're like Jews. Dirty Jews. Boy, If I had $1 for every Jew I hated in my lifetime. The mouse, he's a cartoon character. He's a cartoon character. This is gonna be so great. This will be awesome. Wait a minute, hang on, wait a minute. Okay, all right. Right? He's a 6-foot mouse. He needs an enemy. Who hates a 6-foot mouse? The Navy! The Navy hates 6-feet mice because they chew through the rigging and then they all crash and everybody dies. It's a duck. It's a duck. He's his own Navy. He's a Navy duck. He just gets out of bed and he's all terrain. He can just go swimming and kick ass at the same time. But he has a speech impediment. Yeah, he has a speech impediment and anger control issues, and he likes to hit fucking people because he's a Navy guy, man. Everything he thinks he's gay, but he's not. He's just in the Navy. Yeah, maybe he wasn't a commander. He was a goddamn duck. I mean, come on. And he's got a girlfriend. She's a quack hoe. Oh God, I think someone slipped me a Mickey.
The end. Good night, all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gerry Gobel again. Come on, everybody. All right. All right, we want to thank everyone coming out tonight. We do have a series here where we have a workshop, and you're more than welcome to come here. It's free admission. We do have some food and stuff and that sort. I want to give everyone else another round of applause tonight, and we'll end the show. And you all come back and enjoy it. And everyone out there on the internet, hit like, hit share. Make sure you come out. It's totally free. Workshop is totally free. If you want to have this mic, come up here and open mic. Just come and join the workshop. So check us out on the First Church Cannabis live stream. Hit it, look at our archives, and check it out. This was the third part of an 8-part series. So join in next time and enjoy and have a fun time. And keep high. All right.